Hi, and welcome to The Ringer's Chosen. I'm your host, Cliff, and with me...
Crystal! I'm back.
Woo! It's another all-star, super fantastic week of geekery and comic book love, and we have a light week.
A light week, a good light week.
It is a good light week. Maybe because we suck. I don't know.
I don't suck.
I hope not. We'll talk more about me and Magneto later.
Ugh, that sucked.
Anything new and interesting for you
I
outside
got a puppy!
That's right! And we saw it all over Twitter.
Yeah, he's not here though. I was gonna bring him, but not today, because he's in demon puppy stage, where he's doing whatever the hell he wants.
He's a terrible 2 months.
Yeah.
Is Pierre being a bad influence on him?
I don't even know right now. I caught the dog dragging my cat by the neck around the house.
Hey, wait, was your cat enjoying it?
Yes. It was really weird, because then I separated them, and the cat was like, oh wait, no, we're not done. And then he went after but they're playing. But the dog was literally dragging the cat by the scruff of the neck around. And the dog is like 1/4 the size of the cat.
And loving every minute
of it. It was, I'm going to have to get a video of it or something, because it was weird. Like
Cats and dogs living together.
My cat is like into BDSM.
Yeah, well, cats are weird, and cats and dogs living together is always weird.
Like the dog is like really attacking him, like the needle teeth. I got like bruises and stuff from the dog, and the cat's just like, bring it on, give me more.
I went to my friend's house once, and I saw the freaking dog gently gnawing on the cat's head, and the cat loving every minute of it.
It's really weird. Like the puppy has like tufts of the cat's fur in his mouth at all times during the day. Whenever you look at him, it's like, what's that orange stuff? Oh, it's the cat fur. Because you just tried to rip. It's weird. I don't understand it.
I was suckling his ears. Horrible.
No, he's like really gnawing on him though. Like I have to like really pry his mouth open. I don't understand how it doesn't hurt the cat.
And the cat's like, well, you know what? They get squeezed or anything they can fit their head through. So that's like terrifying.
I don't know though. But the cat keeps going after the dog. Like
yeah, until one day you find the cat squeezing his head out of the dog's behind.
That's why I'm like, oh my god, I want to come home to a dead cat.
No, the dead dog, because the cat's like, fooled you! I can get my head through, I got out! It's gonna be terrifying. That's a horrible...
Wow, you've been reading Crossed?
No, I've been watching Penny Dreadful, which I love.
Oh, I watched the first episode. We didn't even talk about this. I watched about the first episode, and it's really good. I haven't had time to watch anything else because I found True Blood season 6. I started watching that, and Game of Thrones, and I don't watch TV a lot, so... Okay,
I'm so in love. Okay, so Josh Hartnett is starring in it as Ethan Chandler. That's like a new character. He has like amazing shooting skills, and it's fantastic, and I love it. And then Timothy Dalton, former 007, awesome, and he's Sir Malcolm Murray, and I guess he's a new character, and he is Mina Murray Harker's father, and of course you know Mina Harker from Dracula. So Dracula's like holding her as bait because there is... Where's Vanessa? Oh, Vanessa, played by Ava Green.
She's hot.
She is hot, and she's amazing, and she's going to be in Sin City. And she also, Sin City, A Dame to Kill. She was also in 300 Rise of an Empire. And yeah, so she's got really cool, like supernatural, like card reading abilities and stuff. And she also knows how to maneuver around the battlefield, like super strategy or something.
It's a really good show.
It's a really good show. Reeve Carney, who was Spider-Man on Broadway as Dorian Gray.
I didn't get that far. Don't spoil anything.
All I can tell you is he's amazing.
And episode 1.
Okay, amazing. The Eternal Youth, beautiful. Harry Treadaway as Victor Frankenstein, hot, awesome. I can't stand it. He was in Cockneys vs. Zombies and The Lone Ranger. Then we have Danny Sapia as Sembene, who works for Mr. Murray, and he was Colonel Mantor in Doctor Who. A Good Man Goes to War, or some people call it Demon's Run. So everybody knows that episode. And speaking of more Doctor Who, we got Billie Piper, who we know as Rose Tyler from Doctor Who. She's there as Brona Croft. She shows up in episode 2. And then we also have Rory Kinney as the Creature for Dr. Frankenstein. And he played Billy Tanner in 007 Quantum of Solace and Skyfall. So there is a ton of Bond love happening here, and it's so exciting, and I love that show. And along with that, I saw *Halt and Catch Fire* Sunday on AMC. So if you're not watching Walking Dead on Sunday, please watch this show.
Wait, when did it come out?
It came out Sunday.
Okay.
So yeah, Walking Dead is October. So Lee Pace stars in it. Lee Pace is in Guardians of the Galaxy as Ronan the Accuser, and here he's like, he's like revolutionizing computers in the 80s. So if you love 80s, great show. And of course, a little shout out to our friends, because I'm going to try harder to address people who actually write to us every week. So to Steve Voss and Joe Tennell, and Steve hosts Checkmate Arcade podcast. They love that Josh Brolin is going to be Thanos, and they wrote to us about how cool this is. Of course, Joe was a little unsure because Latino Review is the one that broke the news, and they're not always very accurate. But they were right this time.
Right.
They were right this time. I mean, it's awesome. Josh Brolin. So excited. All right. Also, so I want to bring up Ms. Marvel.
I was gonna say let's go back 1 week.
Going back 1 week because Crystal wasn't here for us to bond.
I told you.
It was awesome.
Oh, wait, hold on. I just want to say I told you because the reason I told you was actually the reason too. She's like, oh, everybody wants blonde people. They say big boots.
Yep.
Big boobs. But that was exactly the reason I told you. I said they're gonna get out of it. Don't worry. Issue number 4. You were giving it to 5.
I was close.
Was correct. Thank you very much.
I'm so happy.
It was gonna happen. Thank the Lord.
Okay, now I just want to bring this up because we tweeted the artist recently who hasn't touched his Twitter in 2 years.
Why do you have Twitter if you haven't touched it in 2 years? But
the article that led me to tweet him was about how artists are not appreciated enough. And how
I find that bizarre because
how everything's about the writer, like sales and everything go up and down. Lately, it's like completely focused around the writer.
I guess so, but for us, since I speak to artists, we speak to artists all the time, so I can't even to even have an article. I'm like, well, we wouldn't have comic books.
I like claw to dear life for New Guardians, just knowing Brad is gonna, dish something amazing out very soon.
So I find that completely bizarre, but I guess so.
I tweeted with the hashtag #LoveArtist.
Yes.
So I put for us out for the show, for all of you to tweet back to us, write back to us, email us what artists you love, so that we can show some of that artist love and appreciation next week's episode. So please tweet us at TRHCV2 or at Dashing Taz or at Clifford NY. And tell us who you love, and we'll hit their DeviantArt pages and stuff, or tweet us with a picture of something you love of theirs, and we'll put it into the show. And
my secret power is actually communicating with people and getting them to do things I want. So tell me who you want.
That could be great.
I'm gonna get them.
It could be fun. But yeah, so next week we just do our hashtag of love affair. It is. Also, Joe Prado did some amazing commissions recently that were all Superboy and Legion, and it blew my mind. So he's going to be high on my list next week. I'm so excited, and that is it. We can hit comics. Yay!
All right, so you want to go in alphabetical order?
Shall we, since it's a small week?
I really don't mind either way.
Okay, it's a small week. So I got Action Comics 32. I've got the Bombshell cover. Ooh, special variant. Okay, so anyhow, it's more Superman Doom. This is from Lois's perspective. It actually kicks off with like the newspaper article from Lois on Doomsday Superman. And
I would actually get this tattooed to me. This is nice.
That's really beautiful, isn't it? And I like how it's like Supergirl saving the day.
It's a pimp, bro.
It is. They all are.
She's hot.
She is. So Lois does her interview with Superman about him being, like him and the monster taking over in his mind, and he's basically still fighting it off. And the story's been better than I thought, and so I don't really have much to say on the issue. I mean, this was one of the slower ones, and I want this story to be more fast-paced, because deep down inside I still want to get it over with, even though I'm liking some parts of it. So, not too bad. I mean, the saga's continuing. The regular cover is out there somewhere. I just happen to have this one, because it's great. And so I really love that. And then, love is a strong word. I really enjoyed that. Now, loving Bombshell cover of Earth 2.
I like that. It's all the
DCs have Bombshell variants, and you're only eligible to get them if you ordered X amount of certain titles in previous months. And that's how these showed up.
So did this store only get those two?
I think we have to ask Anthony what other ones we got, but it was only ones pertaining to purchases you made in other months.
Because there's none for Batman Eternal or Future's End, right?
Not that I know of. Could you imagine?
Hit-up Girl for Catwoman?
Or Batgirl.
That'd
be awesome.
Oh my god, I'd be all over that.
They're probably out there. Or actually, maybe there's more this month, because we're in June.
Oh, so yeah, this is the first week.
Great. We're only in the first week, so yes, we have more to look forward to this month.
Yeah. What if there's one of Batwoman?
Fingers crossed. Fingers
Oh
crossed.
my gosh.
I think they're going classic, so I think Catwoman's more eligible.
Okay.
But still.
Keeping my eye out.
We will. We'll keep our eyes out. Oh, and tweet us covers if you find other ones. So there you go. But Earth 2, number 24, awesome. They're continuing the whole story with the parademons, Darkseid, Green Lantern's back on the case. He and Hawkgirl actually go deeper into this whole let's try to rescue the Flash thing, and there is a creepy Darkseid ally who is holding Jay Garrick hostage. It's like half like skeletal ghost wraith creature, is freaky, and Alan Scott can't get a lock on them, but they're going in, they're fighting parademons. In the meantime, the rest of the team that's still available, because as we know, Lois is hanging out with Superman in her new red tornado body. The rest of the team is like hanging out with Batman. Not hanging out with Batman. They escape with Batman, and it looks like Red Arrow is dead, and Val-Zod, the potential future Superman, is really upset because, it's kind of his fault. He didn't do anything. He doesn't like violence. Batman totally slams him and blames him and storms off, and Jimmy pursues after him. And I like how 13-year-old Jimmy, with all these weird superpowers where he can access the airwaves, schools Thomas Wayne on like how he should treat people. It was amusing for me. And then, of course, just stuff keeps getting out of control, and I love it, and it's heading for something just epically horrifying, and pretty soon Power Girl and Huntress are going to be there, and I'm scared, and I love it, and I can't wait. Another great book.
Batman Eternal?
Batman Eternal.
Okay, so I just read 8 and 9, so if I get my my books a little confused,
okay.
Let me know. So this one, I think we're in Hong Kong, Falcone, and he's trying to figure out what's going on with Falcone and the other guy, the other Kingpin.
Yes.
Who was it?
Whose name I also can't remember.
And
Mystery Girl shows up.
Mystery Girl does show up, and she dies.
Or actually, she's hanging out.
Shang Fang or something like that. She gets stabbed by Shin Fang.
Right. She could be dying.
She could. I think.
This totally postpones Batman's stay in Hong Kong.
It does.
He's like stuck there. In the meantime, Catwoman could care less that Batman's there. She saw him last issue. She's like, oh crap.
I have to say, we might have a new butt.
Catwoman's butt?
Catwoman butt.
Catwoman's
we might have a new butt, because now we don't have Nightwing butt, but we have Catwoman butt.
And it's everywhere.
And it's everywhere. Like, it's like, if anything, it's always like, she's always turned so you can see her. Well, that one's just a straight up bad shot, but.
Yeah. Yeah, she's always like, how do I get into this vault? Butt shot.
Yeah, so.
How can I crawl through this tighter?
Butt. But anyway, so the end was cool.
Yes, it turns out that the girl who's postponing Batman's trip is related to someone he knows, and it's all very intriguing and mysterious. Someone who's very close to Bruce Wayne.
Someone who we all love and we would not have Batman without.
I know, it's very true.
Might be somebody that serves him.
Or practically raised him.
And his name might start with an A. And his last name might start with a P. And it might be Alfred.
Right.
I said it. I did it.
I
love this book.
Aren't you so glad I converted you?
I am, because I did not like the first one and did not like the second one.
I owe you for Miss Marvel, and now...
Thank you. I owe you for that. So
we're even on that.
Until I find a new thing I can be right about.
Yes. Although Future's End, we were like...
Future's End, we jumped on it. So this Future's End, they, crud.
Firestorm,
he finally releases, Brain, Jason. And they split up, and he's like, he
just tells him to go to hell, basically.
And he's like, well, fine, I don't need to buy Firestorm anyway. I'm over it. Which, of course, he's probably not. We'll find out next issue.
Right. It'll be like, the threat is too great. You must become Firestorm.
But there was a lot going on in this. There was like 4 different stories, because we have Frankenstein, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now.
Yep.
And now with Constantine, so it's like Justice League Dark is coming back in this.
And Constantine. Okay, go to the last page. Okay, because Constantine is dragged down to Kansas to investigate, okay? And they're like, why are we even here? Blah, 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 blah. And they're standing in, like, those circular cornfields, but they do a full-up shot on the last page.
And
it's Brainiac.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Brainiac! So, yeah, the threats just don't stop.
So this is, if I had to choose between Future's End and Batman Eternal, I would be going with Future's End right now, because there's so much happening, and
That's amazing.
There's so many storylines.
And not to mention that bastard is Mr. Terrific.
Oh yeah.
Right, because that can't be like the real Terry Sloan.
No, there's something going on with that because it's just like a little sliver of the story.
Yeah, but he just acts like a bigger prick all the time.
And it keeps amplifying. So I'm wondering what really is going on because they don't even. It's like he just shows up, does his little superstar thing, and then you don't hear from him. So I'm wondering what's going on with that. I'm very curious.
Well, you know what I think is freakish? How that technology is like, it's just like a copy of your brain floating around outside you at all times, and in the future everyone is assimilated, into technology via OMAC, and now the threat of Brainiac is coming, so it feels like the technological threat of the future is very much emerging and becoming the face. But no, not even just him, just becoming the face of their reality now. And Terry of the future, McGinnis, is like, oh crap, I'm here, and it's like happening right now in my face. Because he was supposed to arrive sooner and prevent it. Instead, he's happening at the point where it's all unfolding.
I just love this book.
It's great.
I'm happy it's a weekly because when we have bad weeks, it's our little shiny light.
I know.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah. What? This was lame.
It?
No,
okay,
not this one.
I'm glad you don't like it, because I was listening to people out there, and I can't understand why the hell they like this book.
I like the series in general. Like, I enjoy it as like a side. I didn't enjoy this issue. This issue was a big drag down. I
don't know. My whole feeling on Magneto having his own storyline, he's a very in-depth. They're not doing it right. I just feel like they're not doing it right.
Oh, they could do a lot more.
Yeah,
but
he's such a complex person and character. I wish they would be a little more in-depth about it. Instead, we're just going with, I'm angry, I'm violent, kill everybody.
Well, that was why I felt there was too much of this issue.
Yeah.
But in the other issues, I felt like there was a sense of compassion mixed in with yeah, because the last issue was like, I'm like, this is a memorial and a warning all at the same time. Like, it was just as complex as what goes on in his head. Like, it's a memorial because I feel bad it had to be this way. It's a warning because don't you mess with me and my mutants. But this issue was not that. This is kind
of lame. You said it right. Lame.
Yeah, this was definitely the lamer one. I'm saying this is a good from issue 1 forward. It's a very good, but smooth.
Great.
Right, it's good, but not an epic, but smooth Magneto story. This was a huge bump in that smooth road.
For me, I think issue 5, I'm done. I'll find something else to read. So.
Yeah. Well, issue 5 is unfortunately that cut her off, and this is like this should have been.
I wasn't feeling great about it.
Right, but this should have been the issue to like tie you in and like launch, and instead it kind of like I can see where this would be the issue to shove people off the book.
Yeah.
Because it just it very much underdelivered.
I am upset I didn't pick up this book you have. I forgot it came out.
This was so sick.
Oh, give me.
The issue is called Sleep.
Because I enjoy
Moon Knight number 4. Moon Knight is out of control. By the way, that was Magneto number 5, in case I didn't mention that. Moon Knight number 4, he meets with this gentleman. He is talking about weird stuff happening in his apartment. There's all sorts of craziness going on. He's riding around in a limo as usual. He goes to the guy's apartment. He goes into this one room. And it's a freak show. It's just a big empty wooden room, and then he delves into.
Put me to sleep.
This ethereal realm, I mean, right. I wish I could trip balls so I could read this issue because it was just so crazy. So for those of you who like that, I'm not condoning it at all, but you'll probably love this issue. But I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying if you're gonna do it anyway, you'll probably love this issue. I am not condoning it. Anyhow, it's just crazy. It gets crazier and crazier.
This is really bizarre.
Yeah, and then
then he wakes up.
Yeah, he starts smashing around, and then he's like, nope, you're still asleep, and
he's sleep killing.
Yeah, and I think the guy is half dead in real life, and they're now we're in reality.
But they find dead bodies.
Yeah, but that's probably the guy he went to help.
Okay, so he finds the dead body of the guy he's trying to help under the floor in the room. I just spoiled the whole book. Under the floor of the room he just went to sleep in. So it's totally a Telltale Heart type thing.
Yeah, it's a freak show.
Woo!
It's a freak show. It's great, but this book is by far the trippiest book of all the books we're reading.
Ooh, I like it.
I like it too, but it is trippy.
I like it.
Trippy.
What else you got?
Trippy.
Nothing.
That was it.
Did you read Spider-Man?
I did not
read Spider-Man?
I know, I love Miles.
Did you read it?
I didn't.
Okay, so we're still left with Peter Parker talking to Miles right now, and Miles is like,
new Peter Parker or returning Peter Parker?
Whatever Peter Parker this is, and Miles is like, you cannot have your web shooters back. Have you talked to Aunt May? Like, you're gonna, like, who are you? Because you might be a clone, or you might be an alien, or you might be from other Earths.
Or you could be a shape changer.
I don't know who you are. And this Peter Parker starts, like, beating him up. Like, I said, give me my web shooters. I'm not gonna ask you. And he starts, like, beating Miles up. And he gets the web shooters and goes away. It's really...
Oh, Osborn.
So, and then Miles is left, and he keeps saying, oh, it's a clone, it's a clone, it's a clone. So then we shoot back to Miles speaking to his friend about what it could be, and if he should go tell Aunt May that there is a Peter Parker around, and they're discussing how Aunt May feel about this. So it's a very, I am excited for number 3.
This is so intense, and I can't, like... And he's screaming, it's clone!
Like, that's all he keeps saying for panels, clone, clone, clone! So...
Oh my god.
It's a good book.
This is crazy.
And then, in July, we are getting Spider-Man 2099.
Yes, and we're also getting that Dan Slott one featuring every Spider-Man ever.
What's that one?
I forgot the name of it. Oh, how can I not remember?
I love Spider-Man.
But it's coming. It features every Spider-Man ever. Ever.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Or it could be great or really, really
Oh my god, issue 3, the cover is out of control.
I can't wait.
It's Green Goblin. Norman Osborn's out of control. I love it.
We just spoiled book 3. It's not even out yet.
Well, we knew Norman escaped in issue 1.
So that's this week in comics, and I like nice light weeks with good books.
I feel like we can focus and enjoy them.
It's not like, oh, boom, 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 and we don't have a
We don't have a toy.
Oh.
We didn't get a single toy this week. I am like
I didn't even see
sad.
anything out there.
No, nothing came. I was like, where are toys?
I've been getting those Marvel chess pieces, but I haven't gotten any in like a month, so.
I'm sad that we don't have a toy for you.
Oh, look, you know what I did have? I finally got a shirt. It may be quite large, but I have one.
Eventually we'll get a right-sized version.
And I'm going to be wearing more hats because I'm trying to grow my hair and it's like weird, so deal with it.
Oh, I wouldn't know what that's like. Having that problem right now.
Deal with it. So thanks for watching. You can tweet me because I have a Twitter and I use it at DashingTaz. You can tweet Cliff
at CliffordNY.
And you can tweet the show at
TRHCV2.
Because I can never remember what it actually is, so I always
The Ring is Chosen version 2, abbreviated.
We'll see you next week.
That's right. Take care, and thank you for watching and listening.